Hello, you join me on this pretty glorious November day. I've decided to take the rods for a walk on the North Coast of Cornwall today. It's yeah, lovely weather today. Nice mild, very gentle breeze from the northeast. Yeah, good tides, low at the moment, and I'm going to spend the next 4 or 5 hours fishing it in and trying a few different spots. It'd be lovely to get in some November bass, but I'll settle for anything today. Wrasse, pollock, all to be caught at these marks. So yeah, water's looking a little bit coloured. It might be interesting. See how the lures get on, but sometimes they can be a little bit more confident if it's not best water clarity. So yeah, I'll scramble on down to a mark and start fishing away. It's a great day for it though, great day for it. Now I'm quite a height up still, but you can see down there, that swell, that's exactly what you're after. When you're going after bass, they just love disturbed water. Makes it a lot easier for them to ambush their prey, and yeah, they just seem to thrive in areas like that. So that's where I want to be, casting into that swell. So yeah, I'm going to climb down now, take my time because I don't want to fall, and get a lure in there because it's looking nice, looking right. Well, as I say, on morning tide fishing over in Australia, it's frothing out there this morning. Look at that, lovely swell, lovely ground swell coming up. I can imagine there's a few fish feeding in that. I'm going to get the day started. I'll go through the setup quickly. That's a 3,500 pen spin fisher with a, it's got 25-pound braid on, and then the rod is classic real British bass fishing staple, the HTO Nebula. This is the 9'6" casting weight of 7 to 35 grams. Nice rod, especially for this sort of mark where you want a little bit of range but also a bit of sensitivity to work those lures. That's just coming down to a 20-pound fluorocarbon leader, about 3 foot of it, and probably one of the most versatile lures that we've got here in the UK, the fish black minnow, just to work the depths. It's not necessarily the lure I'm going to use all session, but it's the lure that I'm going to start with and work, because I'm in deep water. You know, there's going to be 5 to 10 meters of water straight off here, and I want a lure which I can you know, I can work through the water column and see where the fish are. If there's bass mid-water, then I'll find them with this. If there's no bass, then there's pollock and wrasse on the bottom, and I'll also find them with this. So yeah, very good, versatile lure. I'm just going to cast that out, give it 5 seconds, let it sink, try and keep in contact with it. That's the beauty of braids, you can keep in contact with those lures pretty well. Let that slack sink and just give it a few nods every now and then I'm going to retrieve very slowly, just a bump, just sort of yeah, bumping it along. Try and let it feel for the bottom. Obviously you don't want to have it right at the bottom because you will lose lures, despite them being weedless. I still lose fish minnows all the time. But the beauty of them is they work on the drop as well as the retrieve. As with most soft bass, it's really, but those fish minnows do work really well on the drop. Oh, there we go, first fish of the day. Slightly unexpected. Little garfish. Yeah, that's a really small one. He just took I switched to a Savage Gear Seeker, favourite of mine, the Black Pearl. Now that would be perfect live bait. If I had a float set right now and a 6.0 hook, that would be going right out, because bass absolutely love garfish. Oh, he's just unhooked himself. There you go. I'll flop back now because I want to pick it up. Well, their food sources here, bass love garfish, so that's good news. Let's just hope that the bass aren't far behind. Well, I'm into another fish. There's a small garfish. There's loads of them around today. Much bigger than the last one. It's the Seeker. I think it's pretty much irresistible to them, the way it flutters, and it just worked quite high in the water column as well, which is obviously where the garfish are. So another garfish. Hopefully there's a few bass feeding on them. Maybe I should switch to a slightly bigger lure, a slim profile. I'll get this guy on hooks. So this is what I think of the spider wire stealth smooth braid. It's let me down big time. Yeah, not gone well with it very well, even though the pen claim that it's tested on these spin fishes. Well, I don't know how it's tested because I've always struggled with it. In fact, I do fine on the cheap 4-strand stuff, but as soon as I move up to this stuff, it's terrible. So it's time for me to head back to the van, have a coffee, have a cake, and get some new braid on my reel, and yeah, rethink and plan how I'm going to try and catch something worth talking about today, because so far the garfish aren't very insane. So just back at the van, just re-spooling. Here's a little cheat if you like. It's always easier to re-spool if you've got 2 people, because you can have one person holding the spool and keeping pressure on it whilst the other reels. If you don't, a bucket, just whack your braid in your bucket, and whack your braid in your bucket, and then fishes to prevent or lessen the amount of wind knots, because I really struggle with them, is to underfill it. So I've just gone one line underfilled, and hopefully that will stop, or at least give me a bit of time before I get my first wind knock, because I tell you what, these reels are horrendous, right? When you compare them to the likes of the Shimano and their reels, but they do last a long time, so they got that going for them. But yeah, time for a coffee and a bit of cake, and then I'll get back down to the water. Okay, I'm down by the beach now. There's the shore there. So at low tide this all dries out, which means there's not so much of a chance of me catching wrasse and pollock, but a good chance, especially with this swell rolling in. Well, I don't want to say a good chance. It's very possible that I'll blank, but it's a good environment for bass, this. Some, yeah, nice swell. See that wave. And they just love to feed off the back of them and in amongst them. So yeah, I've got a nice big hard plastic here. It's a Smith's Secure, I think it's called. Nice wobble action on that. Fresh full of braid, so I should get some nice distance hopefully. Yeah, let's see if there's any in there. Oh, I missed it. Fuck. Well, you wouldn't believe it. Caught another bloody garfish. I just cannot get away from them today. Well, there it goes. Another garfish. Not the intended species. He's got a chunk out of him, that garfish head, so I wonder if someone went for it then. There's another fish. Ah, it's another bloody gar in it. Must be a shoal of them moving through this spot at the moment. They're alright on light gear, but you can just sort of like skim them across the surface. The humble garfish. I really don't want to touch it. I'd rather just flick it off like that. There we are. Because they're scaly as anything. I'll probably get another one now. Into a fish, finally. That feels like a bass. Oh, it grabbed it right at the edge. Hey, There we go. It's splashing around. It's not a bad size. Come on. He's really shaking his head there. You can't see. Oh, I hope he's not taking me into the rocks. Oh no, 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 no. Gotta let him go, gotta let him go. Woo, it's a good fish. Come on, come on, come on, come on. Oh no. I'm making a meal of this, I tell you. I really do hope he's hooked well. Oh, he's not ready to come in yet, that's the problem. Whew. Wow, that is a fat fish. That is a fat fish. Woo! Look at that, oh my days. Right, I gotta get up the rocks quick. I gotta get up the rocks quick. Oh. Woo! There we go. That is a chunky, chunky fish. And he engulfed that. Well, there it is. It doesn't get any better than that, does it, really? Amazing scenery. Lovely backdrop, sun setting, nice swell rolling in, and a good fish. I haven't got any scales on me, but that's the Nebula for comparison there. So, yeah, not a small fish by any standards. I'm chuffed, but I'm not going to give up yet. I reckon I've got another half hour of light, and I'd love to pull out another one. So I'm going to keep at it. But that's what it's all about. That right there. Well, I think that's about it. Really. I think I should probably call it a day. The light's fading away fairly quickly, but just look at that. Look at that for a backdrop. Absolutely stunning. Absolutely stunning. It's November. Pretty mild out here in the fleece. It's been fleece, and it's just, yeah, it's just been a lovely day. Not the highest amount of fish I've ever caught in one day by any means, but the quality of that bass was something exceptional. I'm very happy with it. Very happy with it. Yeah, for a November fish. Yeah, chuffed a bit. So I hope you enjoyed this video. It's a little bit different to my usual SIP videos, and try and do some more if they're liked by my viewers. So yeah, thank you very much for watching, and I'll see you next time. Please subscribe if you haven't.